Netherlands man is back. Unfortunately, my improvisational selfie stick for the bike is broken. Maybe I can find a solution once I get home. I biked for about 20 minutes in this direction. As you can see, I'm out of the city, thinking that I would find a bench that faces the sun. There is no such bench on this particular road that leads outside of the city in this beautiful canal thing. And now I'm biking back just because I'm facing the sun. I biked this way so that I can film facing the sun. Facing the film sun. The very good help of the sun with its light. I was thinking this morning, 2 hours ago when I woke up, because I had a night shift. I did go out quite a bit later today, just because it's my free day. And tomorrow I have a free day as well. And then I'm starting work again morning on the Monday. On the Mondays, I did an interview last night with Carnival Cruises on a cruise ship for a cruise ship position. They did offer me, like, people tend to offer me jobs better than I expect. Like, most of the times they say, oh, you're overqualified for the job position that you are doing. It might be what's it called? Self-esteem issue, where I'm more capable of doing things, but I don't apply for the things that I'm capable of doing just because I'm a little bit anxious about failing and doing things like that. But even in this job, they said, oh, you're overqualified for this job. And I said, okay. And yeah, like, from the four guys that started the job at the same time as me, they told me that I had 75% production, which is very good for the first week. It's actually quite good. And yeah. But I was thinking this morning that I'm a different person. I start cleaning, I start doing the dishes, I start doing all of the things that I'm doing just because I live in another place. And it's that effect where whenever you move somewhere new or you just go on a vacation, you start doing things outside of your character. And you don't end up in the same place as you did when you come back. You don't fall into your old habits. You start to keep some of them. And I've noticed this in my friends as well. The one who pointed out that I could be doing a cruise ship job. And speaking of the cruise ship job, I have 6 people under me, which would be like a bit scary. I did do management work. I did have a lot of people that I sent work to, and was a very, very good project manager in terms of building teams, and I never missed a deadline. So yeah. And people kind of look at my CV and they say, oh, that's nice. I did, however, lie about some of the things in the CV to make it more appealing to the job that I was requesting for the cruise ship. But I didn't lie about the skills that I know, the things that I know. I just lied about the experience. Instead of doing logistical experience like the work that I do now, I changed it to be stage help, like things that are almost the same in terms of logistical things. And also, they do train you quite a bit, so I'm sure that I will do a great job. But I did feel a bit like the 6 people that are under me, not under me, but working, and I tell them what to do and when to do it and how to do it. These 6 people, I was applying for their job. So, stage help. And I got the higher position. where I have 6 of the people that I applied for in the job, and I tell them and I train them and I basically help them do the best that they can in the job and make sure that they follow protocol. I'm very good at that. I'm very good at explaining rules to people and following them and making sure that other people follow the rules. Today I I was in the factory job in the distribution center, and I called my boss and I was telling him, like, look, there is a place that doesn't have a label, and it's very hard to know that there is 2 pallets in the same place. And he went and he was like, no, but it's the yellow label. And I'm like, that's not clear enough. It has to say the number and the product. And then he said he put he took the paper out of the yellow tab and the yellow label, and he wrote on it with a like a pencil. And I'm like, not a pencil, a pen. And I was like, that's not a solution, man. I pointed it out again and I was like, look, I cannot see it. I didn't see it. And when I passed through again, I was like, it's not solved. I'm gonna call him again. So even with my bosses, even with my team leader, I go like, yo, do your job properly, man. He was like, yeah, but I don't have ink in the printer. And I'm like, well, request it. I'm gonna do this next week as well. I'm gonna call him and tell him, like, look, this is not visible enough, and it's like sometimes I cannot read it. Like, it's very difficult to read. It should be a printed label saying exactly what thing is there, and yeah, it does hinder the production. So they're gonna solve it at some point. But yeah, people are not as they don't really follow the protocol properly. And I pointed out, and they asked me to break protocol on something, and I was like, can I ask someone else? And I'm like, you can. They're gonna say the same thing. And I did get a second, like one of the boxes that I put on the top was over the limit, and my team leader, not my team leader, my op leader, which is operational leader, I think. They said, yeah, it's fine. And then I asked another operational leader if it's fine, and he said okay. So I got two confirmations that it's okay. So that's what I did. I didn't trust it at first because my training said I shouldn't do that, and I was right, and they were wrong. But they were like, it's fine. But I don't like when people say, oh, it's fine, because that's how things lead to accidents or to bad management or to problems down the line. The rules are there for a reason. They are there to help production and to help the environment, the work environment. I'm gonna go find another bench facing the sun. Hopefully I do this time. And see you probably after the meditation. I just finished the first meditation session, and now I'm looking for another bench just because the other bench didn't have any sun left. And also on the second bench next to me, not that close, like 10 meters away, there were some shady dealings being done. And I don't want to be close to those things. I don't want to be part of these situations, especially if I have a camera, because people get very obnoxiously defensive. And if they are doing something illegal, then of course they would. But yeah, it is what it is. It's part of society. And I just went away. I don't know what happened because I don't know Dutch, but they were, he asked him something, and then he went to inside the woods, the parks, like that. I don't know, maybe they just wanted to play fetch or something like that. I don't know what happened, but yeah, he asked him a question. He was passing, one guy was passing on the bike, and then another guy asked him, oh, and then he said, yeah. And then they went into the woods, into the woods, into the woods. Who knows why? And I basically don't want to know. And now I'm trying to find another bench, which is practically impossible, just because I've been seeing not a lot of benches. Not a lot of benches, man. There are some benches over there, but they are private benches. Private benches. No public ones. What's up with the city and no benches? No benches, man. There are benches, but there aren't any in the sun, especially at this hour, since it is almost sunset. Well, not really sunset, but close enough to sunset. I will be needing to do some cleaning up of the camera because it's running out of storage quite soon. I've been postponing deleting all of the footage that I filmed like for the last week. Well, 4 days, 5 days, I don't know how much. But I'm going to do it today because tomorrow I will not have enough space to film. So I need that space, man. Space, man. It is fun. It is great because I feel so much better after I meditate. And I'm also gonna go shopping for some fruits. I don't have any fruits at home. So see, there is a park over here, but unfortunately, there is no benches all along the way, no benches at all. Like only pathways. I know why they don't put benches. It's because of loitering, sitting around aimlessly. Exactly what happened in the other park. That's exactly what happens. Is if you build public spaces and you don't build them in a nice way that attracts like normal people, they will attract and have a lot of people that are doing things that are not so good. So that's why public spaces should be very clean and very nice and very attractive for families and things like that. Because if you see families, you're not gonna see the shady stuff going on just because families will protect their children and their families, so they're gonna and tell the police like, hey, there is shady people in this park. So yeah, I'm going to try to find another bench. Is it gonna be easy? Is it gonna be hard? I don't know. Who knows? I'm gonna see you after the second meditation, and we're gonna have a little bit of a fun time just biking around to the shop. Unfortunately, my microphone malfunctioned, and while meditating, I had to use the camera microphone, but that's fine. It's the meditation. Nobody's watching that much anyway. And I got visited by teenagers. They stood there and smoked a joint, or 5 or 6 of them. I got a bit anxious about the fact that they can steal my camera and run away because they had e-bikes. And I had to be a bit on guard, but that's just because I'm from the Eastern European countries. So we tend to be a bit more defensive and judgmental about those things, but it does help us not get robbed. We are a bit more cautious. And today was interesting because I got cautious there in the park and now I got cautious here. So anxious to say the least. But I had to be a bit more on guard. And for a meditation, it's actually good because I was going to be more present, and I was more present and more attentive to all of the movements of the 5, 6, 7 people that were around me. And they left, thankfully, in like 15 minutes. They just came here to smoke something and then went away. And yeah, they were loud and they were swearing. I know some swearing in Dutch, okay? And they were swearing. And yeah, that's fine. I don't judge. As long as they don't touch my stuff or they are respectful towards me, they can do whatever they want. And I don't care. I felt a bit anxious about the camera just because it's the selfie stick is broken and they can just pull it out, and they can also pull the camera out. And yeah, and because they had electric bikes, they could just go away super, super fast, and I could not be able to catch them. So I was a bit anxious about that, but then again, it's fine. Nothing happened, which is amazing. The selfie stick seems to be better. What is this? What is this sorcery? Why is it now better? Why is it holding up better? It has a knob at the end with a screw, and that's how I put it on the bike. And I think I'm gonna go shopping now. There was a big store over there, and I'm gonna try to find some fruits. I'm desiring some fruits. Thank you for watching, and see you tomorrow.